Hi guys, Angie Bells, my fairy treasures. Okay, you guys, what I'm coming at you today with another mixed media project. I'm starting a new book. This is a very old. Look at the paper. See the paper? It's really, really old. I got it at a thrift store, and I believe it was. I've had it for a long time. I believe it was an old, like photograph book that they put photographs in. And it's just a book of like really thick paper. And this is what it looks like on the front. So it's pretty cool. And also, this is how the binding is, like that. So it's really not necessary for me to remove pages, how I usually alter like books. So this time, I guess I'm altering a photo album, an old photo album. It's really cool. So, and then of course, we'll do a whole mixed media thing on here when we get to that part. So anyway, I have done my first page, or my first double page spread. Let me get back in frame. Okay, so I haven't done the whole double page spread. I did this side, and then we're going to do this side, okay? Very similar, not the same, but very similar. Use the same techniques on the other side. I love doing that, you guys. I love doing something twice, maybe 3 or 4 times, because you know what? Then it really gets, those techniques really get cemented in your brain. Okay. I'll show you these tags in a second. I'm going to take the tags out of this pocket. But I want to talk about the background. The background is a bunch of just scrapbook paper. Beautiful scrapbook paper that I love, mixed with some music note paper. And I did this before in my last one, but then I covered it with gesso, and then I put a watercolor on top of it and more layers. This time I didn't put any more layers because I said, I think I want to do a piece like this, because what I love is I love the patchwork. And so I wanted to make it look more like patchwork. So then I took my black pen, just a black pen like this, and started putting stitch lines. And I did that, and it was very relaxing to do this. And I did very meditating. And I just put little stitch lines. So I made it look more like patchwork, right? There's a lady, her name is Shawn Petit. You guys have to check out her channel. She does beautiful mixed media. I love her artwork. I love her style. I just love it. And I love her concept. And I don't think she'd always done that, but she does now. She creates with purpose, for healing herself, or improving, or something that she wants to manifest in her life. Like her art's always doing that. And I thought that is genius. And it's not like I haven't heard of people doing that before, because I have. But I definitely need healing. That's for sure. I guess you could say I have a broken heart. I don't want to get this very depressing or sad, but that's what I thought of when I saw these pieces. I thought, God, these are a bunch of patches being stitched together. And that's how I kind of feel about myself. I'm a bunch of patches everywhere, broken patches everywhere, and I'm stitching them together. And so I'm going to use my artwork to do so. Not every piece I do is going to have some deep meaning to it, but when it does, I'll share it with you. Sometimes I just like to create something because I'm very attracted to that focal point that I'm going to use, or those papers, or those colors, or the girl I'm going to draw. But when it does relate to me, I will share it with you as much as I can. The other thing after that is I wanted to talk about, was there one other thing I wanted to say? Oh, I put here this little saying. And this is, what was funny is if you don't want to hear me talking, just fast forward. But I was on the computer, and I was looking for quotes for healing. For healing your life, healing yourself, and I came across this quote on my computer. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And what's funny, I was gonna write that one down. I go, wait a minute, I have that stamp. So that's another thing. I'm looking through as I look through my stash, especially with all my quotes, I have a ton of quote stamps, and I need to start using them and putting them in my artwork, because that's a part of the healing process. I bought that stamp for a reason. That obviously resonated with me, right? Okay. So everything that I choose, I think is healing. Like, why am I using butterflies and flowers? All these things have meaning to me, right? So I want to start pulling the meaning out of why I'm choosing the things that I choose. And I think that can be part of my healing process. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And that is like, that can make me almost cry, because that is such a true statement. Because right now, what I'm going through is not going to ever probably pass. Okay. It's just not. But I love that. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, because I don't think the storm is ever going to pass. But it's sitting in it and dancing in the rain anyway. Like making something beautiful out of your life anyway, even though there's a storm, you know? So that means a lot to me, this saying. The other thing I did, let's move on past that. I made a little pocket here, and I'm going to show you guys how I made that pocket. I use these, see how the pocket really moves? I make these little, what you call them. I always forget the damn name of them. I have them right here. Hinges. I make hinges, and that's how I make my pockets, so that you can really stuff a bunch of stuff in there. So I'll show you how to do that and how I created this whole thing. This is all collaged magazine pieces. Then I made tags. And I made a tag. I made this heart. This is a whole mixed media tag, and I can't wait to do this. This is like a whole little art piece in itself. So this is really fun. So we'll do this tag together. Also, this is a heart made out of this whole process of how I take all these pieces and make them look like little patches. And you can cut them out and then make hearts out of that. And that heart has a lot of meaning too, because, you know, it's about repairing your heart, right? And this is a heart made out of patches that are all sewn together. So that has a lot of meaning to me. These right here are stickers, you guys, I got from Dollar Tree. Aren't they fabulous? I'm going to let you see that up close. These are actually stickers from Dollar Tree, and they're like made to look like metal, but they're not. Love these. If you see these at Dollar Tree, pick them up. I would pick up a few packs of each, because I did. So I put those on here on my heart. These are all pieces just to texturize, and then we'll go through how I did it. Okay, so that's another tag. So it's just like a mixed media tag, and this is book paper on the back. This is another tag I did, and each of these tags we'll do the techniques I use to get there. And they won't be exactly the same, and that's not the purpose. The purpose isn't to make it exactly the same. It's to just use the same techniques. And there's another one. That's really pretty. And then again, I use that same saying, life is, this one's hard for me to read because I put so much sparkles. Again, it's that same saying, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. Okay, so that's what that tag looks like. And then I have this tag here. I don't know if I just showed this or not. I love this. This is a napkin that I got at Tuesday morning. It's a bird and a nest. Again, that has a lot of semblance for me. Right now, I just feel like I'm really nesting, and sometimes I just want to fly away like a butterfly or a bird. So I think that's why I use a lot of butterflies and birds, and that nest is just about nesting and protection for myself. And this is just one of those things where I said, some things I just do because I think they're beautiful, and I just think they're beautiful. And well, this does have meaning to me. Anyway, these are a lot of things I just think are beautiful. I just love it. And that lady, though, she's very much of a gypsy, and she's very free-spirited, knows who she is. That's how I see that picture. And that's why I chose it. So, okay. And then I have also, I just took, this is from my junk journaling days, and I'm going to start including all my junk journal stuff. Again, it's that same thing. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance. I went ahead and stamped that. This is just a piece of paper that I coffee dyed and made into a envelope. Okay. And then I have this is a little calendar piece I got from Dollar Tree off the back of a calendar. You are loved. And I just put that in there, and I might throw some more little quotes in there. So, and then everything just gets kind of stacked in here like this. Now, everything does not fit in here at all. Oh, and I want to put some sari ribbon, or at least some ribbon period, at the top of these tags. So I haven't done that yet. Just a second. So all this doesn't fit into these pockets because this is way too much to fit into the pocket, but I can fit all that into the pocket. And this one I just tuck right behind this one. Okay, and that's how those all sit in there, which I think looks really, really pretty. So that's how the whole piece looks. So we're going to do that whole thing. Okay, and this will be quite a little series because it's a lot of stuff, but it's really fun. It's a lot of meaning to me, and not everything has to be meaningful. It can just be you just love doing the art. But if you can use your art to heal yourself, I think that could be a beautiful thing. Okay, so we're going to begin, and we're going to begin with making the patchwork on the back of here. And anytime you don't really want to hear my explanation or whatever, you just want to get to the art, just fast forward it. Get to the art. Because sometimes, you know, that's not what you need at that point, you know. Sometimes someone needs to hear what I have to say like that, and some people, they don't at that time right now need to hear that. But for those who do need to hear it, the message is there. Or need that experience, or... All right. Let's start moving on. So I got some my homemade Mod Podge. We're going to start making the patchwork in the back. And where is my brush that I like to use? Oh man, I think I left, oh no, here it is, good. I was like, I think I left it in the bathroom, but I didn't. It's right here. Okay. Let me grab a paper towel. Okay. And let me look at my time and see where we're at. I talk forever. Okay, and the other thing is my video, I tape on my phone. And so my video will go for about, anywhere between 25 and 30 minutes, and then it'll start a new video. So when it does that, and I'm in the middle of talking, just head to the next part. And I always tell you, I love this part of just gluing paper down. I think it is so, so relaxing. Does anybody else think it's relaxing? I think it's because, you know, it's just, you're gluing down beautiful things that you chose and the colors you like. And you don't have to think at this point. There's no decisions to make. Well, I mean, I guess you can be stressed about it. You're going, oh my gosh, should I use this paper or this? Just glue the damn thing down. That's how I look at it, especially in patchwork like this. This also reminds me of Dolly Parton. I told you guys before, I'm a big, huge fan. I'm not a big country fan, but I'm a big fan of Dolly Parton. And because I like her music. And remember the Coat of Many Colors? This reminds me of the Coat of Many Colors. That's one of her songs, and about the whole story about that coat that her mother made her. All made of, you know, different fabric that they had because they were very poor. And it reminds me of that. And I have quite a few jackets that look like patchwork. They were really kind of popular like a couple years ago, and they're still popular to me. I still have them and I still wear them. I love them. Okay. I'm gonna try to make sure I get underneath here. Oh, and you can see that there was something stamped. Okay, you know my stamp that I was using to for that saying, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. Yeah, better not get too close on that. Well, I just kept stamping it just to get rid of some of the ink, and I thought, oh, let me go ahead and put that message underneath my artwork here. And I just thought, you know what, if you ever whatever you want to manifest in your life, or whatever you're sad about, or you're heartbroken about, or your goals, write them on your paper before you collage over it and have those meanings underneath your paper. And I've seen a lot of artists do that. I just really hadn't done that. So I just thought that was cool. And I'm not saying healing through art is anything original. I just haven't focused myself like that to use my art for healing myself. But I think it's going to be a great way to heal myself, because all these things that I use for my art are so healing. I have music that I listen to that I love, and that's what the music note papers represent. I love flowers. I think those are very restorative and very good for your soul. I'm using butterflies, and they're just, butterflies, they're magical, they're mystical. It's kind of a form of, beautiful escape from your problems, because you can fly away. But in a beautiful way. And so I think this is going to be a really good journey for me. Okay. All right, we need to get some other colors going in here. The other thing we're going to use, you guys, I'm so excited. I started using washi tape in my artwork, and also some stickers. You know the stickers we get from Dollar Tree or from anywhere? You can add those right in this back of this collage that we're doing. And I mean, what's the difference if you cut something out of a magazine or you use a sticker and you put that in your work? And you're using your stuff. Also, using washi tape here and there, especially on top of the stickiness, is perfect, because washi tape isn't always so permanent, but if you do it on top of glue, it glues it down, and it can be used as part of your background. So, very exciting. Here's some butterflies. I think it's exciting. So I think really start paying attention to the things that you choose to art with. They have meaning to you. You're choosing them for some reason. Okay. Let me see if it's going to show you guys the way I store. I showed it the other day how I store my, because I want to grab some more pieces. So just a second. This is how I store my all of my pieces, my collage bits and things like this. Now these I got from where? Dollar Tree. And I like those, and I found them in California. I haven't found them here in Las Vegas. But this is another one that I had gotten for like $1. And then this came with a bunch of plastic containers, and then they're all labeled. I really don't like the green lid, but it was only $1 for this, and it came with a bunch of containers inside of it. But anyway, see all my collage bits? Okay. But I wanted to get out some more collage bits out that I wanted to use. I'm kind of running out over here on the side. I needed to get a little bit different mixture going. So this one is all filled with like flowers and very colorful bits. I also have some Jane Davenport paper in here, like right there, that's some Jane Davenport paper. Which I actually, yeah, like this right here. This is some more Jane Davenport paper. But it's all scrapbook paper. And just really colorful bits. And a lot of flowers and butterflies. So you'll kind of see how you should organize all of your collage bits depending on what you collect. So but I would get yourself a little organizational system going as soon as possible, because when you're doing this kind of work, it can get out of hand real quick. And then this, you know, once this, I don't want to collect too much more that can't fit in here, right? So once I'm done with that, I can't rip up any more paper or throw any more stuff in there until that's empty. That's kind of how I'm trying to keep in control of myself. Lord knows with this kind of stuff, you could go crazy and end up with way too much stuff everywhere. And then when you end up with too much, then it's kind of overwhelming too. So that's another thing I've started doing. I've started only pulling so much out at one time for me to create with. So I pull out so much and I'm go, okay, I'm done with that, and I need to create with that, and not keep pulling any more things out, because it can just become overwhelming, you know, when you have too much crap out, and then you don't know what to choose and what to use, and then it becomes more stressful than fun. So for me, this may not be for you, but for me, just limiting to a certain extent what I pull out. You can't create with everything, right? So I don't want that big a piece there, but like this. Looking forward to this morning. Gonna go to my Zumba class, so that'll be fun. Actually, today's not Zumba, it's Mixed Fit. My Mixed Fit class. Mixed Fit is really fun, you guys. If you're looking for a fun workout where it doesn't seem like you're working out, Mixed Fit and Zumba. They're both like very dance-oriented type of classes, but you don't need to know how to dance. They break everything down, so you don't have to be scared about that. And they break it all down, and it's repetitive over and over and over and over. And they do the same dances every week, and then they add one or two every week or every other week. So it's totally doable, and it's so fun, and everybody's so positive. I'm actually a Zumba instructor, so I'm not teaching right now, but I am an instructor for Zumba. And you guys, Mixed Fit burns, which isn't even the most important part, but if you want some weight loss or you want to tone up and all that, Mixed Fit burns how much? 800 to 1,000 calories per class. And Zumba burns off 500 to 1,000. So can you imagine, like, just, how healthy you can make yourself if you do that a few days a week. If you do it 5 days a week. So, just like to share that with you. And it's not like you're working out. You're having fun. It's just like a big party. Like I said, everybody's really positive in there. It's just fun. So much fun. When do you ever look forward to going to the gym? There you go. You will look forward to going to the gym to do this. It's very fun. If you like to dance, even if you don't dance well, it doesn't matter. If you like to dance and you think dancing's fun, you will have a blast. Girl, I can tell you this. I can't get on the treadmill ever again. I haven't been on a treadmill in years. I refuse. Because I feel like, I've done so many damn treadmills in my life. And I would only use them like if I had missed, my aerobic class wasn't that day or I missed a class. Now I'm a Zumba instructor, so if something happens and I miss a class or class is canceled or something like that, then I can just work out at home and just do my own Zumba. But, yeah, I won't be getting on no treadmill ever again. I guess never say never, but never. Can't stand it. I've had years of jogging on the treadmill and going nowhere. Whew, glad I ain't doing that no more. Okay. And if you are on the treadmill and it's driving you nuts and you feel like, I don't want to go do Zumba or Mixed Fit or both like I do. You'll love it. And then go burn up a bunch of calories and having fun. Okay. Oh, here's a nice one right here that I wanted to use. This makes me sad when I'm all done patching all this down. I love it. Okay, I want to throw a few butterflies here and there. See, I have these. This also, oh, this was not, this right here was actually paper that I got when Hobby Lobby was having their clearance. I'll show it to you. Last year. These were like $7. I picked them up for $1.50. I'll show you. They're rolls of paper. So if you see these, they're even worth getting and just using a coupon on. Let me show you. I'll just bring out 2 of them. I always try to share everything that I get with you as much as I can with you guys because, you know, it's just, you want to know where to get stuff, where to get your art stuff. Okay, see, this is a roll. Isn't this fabulous? Of butterflies. Everything. So I think I bought 2 or 3 of these. If they would have had more, I would have bought more. But I think they only had 2 or 3. Isn't that gorgeous? And it's a whole roll. Okay. So this was like $7. I picked them up for $1.50. I'm like, perfect to use in my mixed media. You can use it in mixed media. You can use in junk journals. You could use these. You can use this for so much stuff. You could cover your desk in this stuff. Okay, here's another one. Look how pretty that is. And then look. And then I got, I bought probably 3 or 4 of these. At $1.50 a piece, I just threw them in the basket. I didn't even ask questions. And then I got quite a few with maps, with like maps and other ones with flowers. Anyway, great deal. And Hobby Lobby has their deal like that again. They're clearancing a lot of their mixed media and art stuff and crafting things. So check it out. Check it out. Oh my God, my trash can in my room is so full. It's like ridiculous. It seriously needs to be dumped out. I'm sure my camera is about to change, so just make sure that you just go to the next video. There we go. Okay, so now the next thing we want to do, let me move my, okay, let me grab, hopefully it's right here. Yeah, it is. I just need to put some of my collage bits away. So just a second. Fast forward if you want. I just need to get some of this out of my space. Ooh, that's pretty. Should I put that down somewhere? I'll put it right there. Okay. There we go. Got some of my collage bits out of the way. You know what? Let me just keep going and get the other collage bits out of the way. I know that's how I kind of like to create. I like to kind of clean up as I go along, so I don't have a huge mess at the end. I still have a mess, but not as huge of a mess. Okay. Bring that back. Glue this back down. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of my washi tapes. Okay. And I'm just going to start placing these. And these don't look real obvious everywhere I put them, because they, a lot of them are like tissue tape, so they melt right into the background. This is gorgeous. This is, What kind of flowers are these? They're one of my favorite types of flowers. They were in that movie Mary Poppins on the street, all pink. What the hell are those called? I know people are yelling at me right now. Cherry blossoms. And I got this tape from, this washi from Daiso. I love Daiso. I wish they had a Daiso here in Las Vegas. Whenever I go to California to like LA, or I guess or if I go to San Francisco, which I don't go to those places very often, but whenever I go there, oh, I try to get the Daiso. And I spend like a lot of money. I mean, a lot to me. Like I'll spend like $60 or $80 at Daiso, which sounds like a lot because I think that is a lot. Especially to buy nonsense. Like I'm not buying stuff that I need. So, it's a little crazy. But, in my defense, I don't get to go to Daiso because we don't have one here in Vegas. So, okay, this is some tape. Hey, Olivia Hernandez. She wraps up when she gives me like a lot of laces and doilies when I do that type of work. And she wraps them up and she wraps them up in her washi tape, which I think is really cool, really original. And if it's dried a little bit, so I'm just using bits of washi tape here and there, just as another layer. And we have all this washi tape, right? Why not use it in our backgrounds or just in our artwork, period? It doesn't even have to be in the background. Okay, this is another one that I think is really pretty. This washi tape I think is gorgeous, and I got this one at Hobby Lobby last year when they were clearancing the washi for like $1.25, and you get 2 of them for $1.25. So really, for $1. So really they were like 50 cents a piece. That's cheaper than Dollar Tree. Okay. And like I said, I will always share with you when I get good deals on my art supplies or any of my craft stuff. Because I think it can be very intimidating when you first start. You look at these prices and you're like, oh my goodness. Don't shop those prices as much as possible. Wait till the clearances come. So, and don't worry, you'll know when they come because, you know, those of us who are always paying attention to the clearances, we'll do a video and we'll be like, get yourself there right now. There's plenty of us that are a little bit addicted to the stores and to shopping for craft supplies. I am addicted to shopping for craft supplies. I needed to stop a long time ago.